I discovered Roger did it, but I didn't know how.
I discovered it this morning, so I called you right away.
Mike, help me out. I can't understand the technology, and I can't take a course.
Tell me what you don't understand so that I can explain it better.
Why don't you just begin all over again? I'd like to know how you discovered the switch, and how you knew that it was the reason for all of the trouble at WEFL.
Okay. This morning, I was working in here. Something was bothering me, but I didn't know what it was.
You didn't know what it was, but you knew that something in this room was different.
Yeah. I began to look around the room. I looked on the board, and I studied the monitors. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find anything.
You were frustrated, so you went to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah. How did you know? I went to get some coffee and a donut. When I came back in the room, I thought I was going to have to look all over the place, but I didn't. It just struck me as soon as I came back in.
What?
I looked at the toggle switch, and I remembered. It was new.
A new toggle switch solved the mystery. Amazing.
I didn't realize right away that it was the answer to our problems, but I knew that it didn't belong here.
There are hundreds of buttons here, Mike. How did you know that one little switch was different?
I've been a cameraman, and I've also had experience in the control room. I know this board like the back of my hand, so I knew something was different.
Now tell me again, so that I can really understand. Exactly what does this switch do?
All right. Here's the interesting part. Watch the monitors. This one shows what's on playback machine A in the control room. This one shows playback machine B in the editing room. This monitor shows what goes out over the air.
Let me see if I understand this, Mike. If I wanted to put a tape about the president out on the air, I would put it on playback machine A, which is in the control room.
Right.
If I wanted to edit a tape about the Nature Center, I would work on playback machine B. That's in the editing room.
Exactly.
Okay, that's clear. But I still don't understand what this switch does.
I had to explain the first part so that you would be able to understand this part.
I understand.
This switch determines which tape goes out over the air. If it's in position A, the tape about the president from playback machine A will go out over the air. If it is in position B, the tape in playback machine B in the editing room will go out over the air instead.
Roger Ward came in here, and he moved the toggle switch to position B. That means the tape in the editing room went out over the air.
That's true, but that's not the whole story. Roger is clever, and he also understands how these machines work.
He knew that would have been too simple.
We would have noticed, and we could have stopped this a long time ago. Roger was more clever than that, but he wasn't clever enough.
Criminals are never clever enough, Mike.
Roger is familiar with the machines, so he knew how to rewire the board.
So that's what he did.
Yes. Roger rewired the toggle switch so that he could control it from the editing room.
Brilliant!
Roger was able to put on another tape, and he could do it when no one was looking.
Incredible!
Detective, what are you thinking about?
Parking tickets, Mike. I'm thinking about parking tickets.